with the president's son, Hunter.
2 tax charges, as well as gun possession.
Search for Titanic tourist sub.
It was bitterly cold at those depths. There's no heat on this thing.
Tornadoes and heat plagued the South.
The whole house just started shaking. Windows were busting out everywhere.
Good morning, I'm Cammie McCormick with the CBS World News Roundup. President Biden's son Hunter has agreed to plead guilty on 3 federal tax and firearms charges. CBS News correspondent Stephen Portnoy has the latest on this breaking news story.
It's a plea deal, which has Hunter Biden admitting to 2 misdemeanor tax offenses and avoiding jail time. A felony count related to his possession of a handgun while he was an admitted drug user would be set aside if Hunter Biden complies with the terms of his 2-year probation. Under the agreement, the Justice Department would close its investigation into the president's son, which at times focused on allegations of money laundering and illegal lobbying.
It's a race against time to find survivors on board a missing submersible carrying 5 people to the wreckage of the Titanic. It has a limited oxygen supply. Correspondent Roxana Saberi has the latest.
The expedition began with at most 96 hours of oxygen on board for the 5 people hoping to view the Titanic's wreckage.
It is a challenge to conduct a search in that remote area.
Now rescuers are racing against the clock to find the missing submersible. Among those now believed to be missing, British billionaire and Guinness World Record holder Hamish Harding. Harding's friend, Jannica Nicholson, who has explored with him in the past, says she spoke with the 58-year-old the day before he left.
It's not good. It will be a miracle if the crew returns alive.
It went missing on Sunday. Multiple tornadoes have swept through Mississippi, and there is dangerous heat in Texas. Here's correspondent Omar Villafranca.
A powerful tornado ripped apart home after home in Jasper County, Mississippi. At least 1 person died, and nearly 24 were injured. The twister is one of at least 5 confirmed in Mississippi alone on Monday. Shannon Millett and 7 other people were trapped inside a bank in Moss Point, Mississippi, after the building was hit by a tornado.
We got downstairs in time to see the front of the building collapse, roof going off.
Other parts of the South are dealing with intense heat. In Fort Worth, Texas, 911 calls are on the rise as the temperatures felt like 115 on Monday, and the state is bracing for more record-breaking heat today.
Tropical storm Brett formed in the Atlantic yesterday, making it the 2nd named storm of the Atlantic hurricane season. It could strengthen into a hurricane over the next few days. Those living in Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and Lesser Antilles are being told to keep an eye out. Ukrainian troops are pushing ahead with their counter-offensive, trying to retake the long-disputed town of Bakhmut, as Ian Lee reports.
Bakhmut is again seeing some of the fiercest fighting as Russia steers more troops to the area, according to Western officials. How do you prepare your men to go on the offensive? It's a difficult process, this commander, call sign Jurist, tells me. First, we work out an operational plan, then we prepare our fighters mentally. Do you feel like you can win? Of course. Since the start of the war, I knew that we win.
Ukraine claimed it downed more than 30 drones launched by Russia overnight. The violence continues between Palestinians and Israelis after an hours-long raid by Israeli troops in the occupied West Bank. The latest death of a Palestinian man brings the death toll to 6 Palestinians and nearly 100 wounded. Here's Robert Berger.
It was one of the bigger battles that we've seen, heavy casualties on the Palestinian side. And the reason the Israelis are carrying out these raids almost nightly is they're trying to weed out militants and gunmen who have been responsible for a wave of deadly drive-by shootings in the West Bank.
Time on the roundup, 4 minutes past the hour.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.